Hello everybody and welcome to today's live IELTS speaking class. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. If you haven't seen me before, my name is Fraser and I'm an OET and IELTS teacher here at Swoosh English. And I come from Scotland and I've been an ESL educator now for around 7 to 8 years. So without further ado, let's get started. If you have any comments or if you have anything you'd like to ask me, please put it into the chat and I will help you as much as I can. Okay, I see here we have Maya Hassan. Thank you, I'm good. Good afternoon. Nice to meet you too. Just to start things off, I would just like to let you know about our IELTS scholarship program. So if you want to become an RN in America and the only thing stopping you is passing an IELTS score, then I would recommend you join Swoosh English and Connecticut's IELTS scholarship today. I would like you to learn about everything you need to know about the IELTS in a quality program with ex-IELTS quality programmers and examiners. And you can sign up for free via the links in the social media feed. Okay? So what we can do, I'll just go through people that are in the live stream, and we can do some mock speaking tests for the IELTS, part 1, part 2, and part 3. And after each part, I'll give you some feedback and suggestions and answer any questions that you may have. Okay? So may I have the first participant who would like to join me with the first speaking part of the test? I don't know if anybody's actually in the group. This is my first time using this platform, so please bear with me. I'm just going to check how I can invite someone to start the chat. Okay? 1 second, please. Sorry, everybody, just bear with me one moment. I'm just trying to figure out how I can ask someone to have a role play with me. Just bear with me, please. Hooray, we have a participant. For my apologies, it's my first time I've used this platform, so it's all new to me. So, oh, Peter's gone. Anyway, when we're waiting for someone to come, let me just go through the questions with you. I would like to hear about your hometown or village. So the questions I'm going to ask you is what kind of place it is, what's the most interesting part of your town or village, what kind of jobs do people do in your town or village, and why would you say your hometown is a good place to live? In the comments, I would like to know where you all are just now. I live in Scotland in the UK and I'm currently based in Glasgow. If you are familiar with it, let me know where you're all from because I'm interested to hear. Rani Hart, hi, I'm from India. Oh, nice to meet you. And what do you do? What's your profession? Or do you study full time? Ah, you're an ESL teacher. Okay, okay. And do you teach adults or kids? Again, while we're all waiting, I'm still waiting for somebody to do the first part of the IELTS roleplay with me. So I'll wait patiently and look forward to speaking with one of you soon. Okay, you're in? And Nurian, if you would like to participate with me, could you please connect your microphone and your camera? Hello, Panga. Ah, the Philippines. Ah, I was going to travel to the Philippines last year on vacation, but as you know, COVID happened, so I didn't manage to do it. Is there anywhere that you would recommend visiting in the Philippines? Oh, Alvin's given me some suggestions. I think you need to post the StreamYard link in the group chat so they can join the class. I think the link is above. Let me just check if it's been sent before. Yeah, the link is above, Alvin. Okay, Peter is there. So let me add Peter to the stream. Hello, Peter.
Hi, hello. I went out a while ago. My internet wasn't stable that time.
Oh, no, your internet is fine. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm currently staying here in Abu Dhabi in United Arab
Ah,
Emirates. Yeah.
okay, okay. So tell me one good thing about living in Abu Dhabi, and tell me one thing you wish was a little bit different.
Well, one thing that is most common nowadays here in Abu Dhabi is the weather. So it is currently hot and humid, and it is difficult to move. Like when a person would be outside, it is difficult to go from some places, especially if it is in the afternoon due to the humid climate. So that's one thing that I would like to change in this country, I would say. If it would be sunny and if it is not humid, it would be easier for people to go out, especially in the afternoon, wherein it is because the sun gives energy to people and it would help them be more active.
Okay, great, great. So I want to talk about your hometown. So I'm assuming you're not from this place. Where are you originally from?
I'm from the Philippines.
Okay, great. So
Yeah.
I'll give you 1.5 to 2 minutes to answer the questions. And if I interrupt you, I'm not being rude. I'm just getting through all the
Nice.
questions. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So your hometown. What kind of place is it?
So in my hometown, in the Philippines, it is the city of Manila. So Manila is the capital of the Philippines. It is the most populated place in my home country, and it is where the main government agencies and the finest schools and universities can be found. It is the center of economy, but even though it is the center of the economy, it has lots of man-made and natural hazards like flood,
Yeah.
earthquake, and
So,
yeah.
okay. So, what's the most interesting part of your time?
The most interesting part of my hometown is that it has lots of government agencies. That is why it is easier for us, the people in that community, to be able to finish our documents. It is important, like for me, for example, being a nurse, to be able to update my license and at the same time, um, some things with regards to our family business. That's why I
Okay.
think that's the important part. Yeah.
So, what kind of jobs do people do in your hometown, in your village, or your city?
So yeah, in Manila, there are lots of business processing outsourcing industry. So there are lots of companies that offer jobs in that particular industry, and it had been a boom in our economy. So it gives a um, fine pay to those people who are working in that particular field. That is why Filipino natives are happy nowadays because of that opportunity.
Okay, thank you very much, Peter. So, based on these questions, how do you think you did? What do you think you did really well in your English there?
I was I was challenged like those things that I knew from my home country. I was like digging my mind from for things to tell you.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, okay. So that was a challenge for you. Okay, so what I thought you did really, really well there. You had really, really good speeds in your delivery and intonation. Okay, and you use a lot of great phrases. I just noted a couple. You told me that the economy in your city there had been a boom and stuff. That's really, really high level terminology. So good job. Um, the only suggestion I have is when I asked you the first question, you gave me a lot of great information, but remember, don't give too much information at the beginning because there's a really short space of time and the examiner has to get through a couple of questions. So kind of
oh, yeah.
space out your answers clearly so it's better. And there's only one minor grammar mistake you made, so you can correct yourself. So there are a lot of business person in the blah 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 blah. What's the
there
mistake?
there are lots of something like that. I was supposed to say
Lots of business people.
there are lots of job opportunities, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, good,
Yeah.
correct. Okay, well, thank you very much, Peter. It was lovely to speak to you. Maybe I'll speak to you later if nobody else participates, but thank you for your time and I'll speak to you later, okay?
Thank you and welcome.
Okay, so we'll do another contact card now. Noor, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I just have some problem with my internet connection.
Don't worry, I was also having problems earlier, but now I think it's all okay. So, when I'm waiting on you, Noor, let me look at the comments. Panga said, "Well, if you want to be kissed by the sun, I recommend you go to our beaches. The best beaches are Palawan, Boracay, Camiguin, and Romblon. You should come in summer, which is from March to May, if COVID has been controlled and everything is normal." Yes, as a Scottish person, no, I can only be under the sun for around 2 minutes, and after that, I become a lobster. But yes, thank you for the recommendation. Okay, Noor, when you're ready, just let me know. We're going to talk about
Yeah, I'm
birthday.
ready.
Okay, great.
Okay. But I think in part
So, Noor,
one, yes, sorry.
no, continue.
I think we don't have any time for preparation in part one, yeah?
Hello?
Hi.
Okay, I don't know if I left the room or what happened there, but I'm back now. Okay, so Noor, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, great. So, do you enjoy birthdays?
Actually, I don't enjoy my birthdays because it reminds me that I'm getting older.
Okay,
And
okay.
yeah, so I thought about what I did for the whole year and what I should do for the next year. It's just deadline as it's similar feelings I have when we had a Christmas.
Okay. So, how do you usually celebrate your birthdays?
Well, it depends on your. If a job, I also we gather with our colleagues and they bring some cakes and we have like half an hour celebration. And
Okay.
in the weekend, I gather with my friends and girlfriend, of course.
Okay. So, what did you do on your last birthday?
Well, actually, I don't remember. I was with my girlfriend. We just went to some cafe and have a very nice time. Uh, I think I also called my some friends. They will gather. In the beginning, I thought there will be only like two of us, but at the end, it was a whole bunch of people.
Okay. And can you remember what you did during your lap? I'm sorry. Can you remember a birthday you enjoyed as a child?
Yeah, like one of the. I think I was like 8 years old, and my father friends, all the classmates of my father bring me. I think it was a bicycle because I was waiting for bicycle to get the bicycle, and they give me a present as the bicycle, and I was very
Okay.
happy. Mhm.
And lastly, what birthdays are considered important in your country?
Well, in I'm Kazakh, and I don't think we have got some like special birthdays. Uh, it's common,
Hmm.
like every birthday is important, and we don't have some special birthdays where it
Okay.
has to be like sacred or something should be done.
Okay. Thank you, Noor. Thank you. Okay, Noor. I'll give you some very quick feedback there. I thought that you did really, really well. Similar to Peter, you had really, really good speed and intonation in your voice. You said everything very, very clearly, and everything you said was relevant to the topic. My only suggestions for you were slight grammatical errors. So let's go through it together.
Mhm.
Um, all of the classmates of my father bring me a gift. Where is the mistake?
It should be past tense. They
Mhm.
brought me gift.
Good. Yep. Um, if I job, I would gather with my friends. Maybe this was a pronunciation error. I didn't catch that. If I job, I would gather with my friends and have a party. Da-da-da. What's the
Uh, I think I just misspoken.
So what were you going to say there?
I think I thought that I will be with my girlfriend only, but my friends join us, and we actually I forget it. I
Okay.
gather. Maybe. I was talking about that with our colleagues. Uh, We gather together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe if you wanted to celebrate your birthday with friends, if you wanted to have a party, I think that was a topic. But no, really, really good. It was a pleasure speaking with you, Noor, and all the best for when your exam finally comes.
Okay, thanks.
Alice and how you can join the mock speaking test. Above in the chat earlier, there is a link to the stream. So click on the link and you're put into the stream, and then I can choose you to participate. Okay, let me choose Anna, and let's pray that she's here. Anna, I've just
Hello.
added you to the stream. Are you there?
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Anna. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hello?
Hello, I'm doing fine.
Great. So where are you coming from? Where are you coming
I'm
from?
from Singapore. I'm from Singapore.
Okay. Are you living there now?
I'm currently living here because I'm working here as a registered nurse.
Ah, okay. And are you preparing for your IELTS or your OET exam?
IELTS.
IELTS. Okay, great. So where is the country that you would love to work in the future?
USA. It's my
USA.
dream country. Yeah.
USA is A-okay, yes. Okay, so Anna, we're going to talk about things we do in the evening, okay? So what do you do often in the evenings?
Well, I usually watch television and just have a chit chat with my sister, and of course do video chatting with my family because they are still in the Philippines. So I usually do these things.
Okay. So do you do the same things every evening?
Not really, because it's a case-to-case basis. If I'm free, I will be doing be doing learning in the preparation of my IELTS exam. But whenever I have spare time, I would love to talk to my family as well because at times I'm becoming homesick because I cannot go home in the Philippines.
Okay. Do you ever work or study in the evening?
I have shift work, but currently I'm in fixed night shift, so now I'm currently doing night shift as well. And
Okay.
now I'm in night shift.
Okay. Yeah, a night shift is a killer. I used to do this a long time ago. I understand. What's a popular activity for young people in the evenings?
Well, I am not so sure about that because I am in my 30s already, but to my mind, I think youngsters love to watch Netflix nowadays because they cannot go out because of the COVID-19 pandemic, so they tend to just sit around the house and just watch TV and have a whale of time.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you very much, Anna. It's really interesting to hear about the things you do in the evenings, and it was good to listen to your responses. Anna, how do you think that went?
I think I'm not so sure because I am conscious when I'm speaking.
Okay, so what I thought you did really well, Anna. Your timing was excellent. You gave a correct response and a well-timed response, which is very, very good. And also, you use a lot of great vocabulary in your sentences. And with the tenses, you didn't make any tense mistakes during your speech. I have two suggestions for you, Anna. I would work on maybe the formality of your language. So when you were talking about things you do in the evening, I said, do you do the same every evening? And you responded, well, it's a case-to-case basis. This language is correct, but it's very, very formal, Anna. Can you think of another way you could say that to me? That you do different things every day?
Normally I do. I'm not so sure. Case to
Okay,
case.
so
It depends. It depends.
exactly. I would just say, well, it just depends on if then it just depends on if I have time for this or if I want to relax or okay. And the last thing you said was, to my mind, young people, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Not to my mind is the incorrect preposition. What would you say instead?
In my perspective,
From my perspective. Yeah,
I
from my perspective.
from my perspective.
From my perspective, or in my mind, da, 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 in my mind. Okay?
Okay, can.
Okay. But thank you, Anna, for everything that you said today. It was a pleasure
All right,
speaking.
thank you.
I might
Thank you
speak
for
to you
the
later, depending
constructive
on.
criticism.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, so the last topic about part one is food. Okay. So food is my favorite subject. I love eating, so it's something I have a passion talking about. Let me choose another person. Pinky. Okay, let me choose Pinky. Pinky, are you there? Pinky.
Hi, Fraser.
Earlier, really is for he's a Scottish man or woman. He went here for a vacation in your country. Okay, how's everything?
Hi,
Hi, Pinky.
I'm not sure with my internet connection. I think it's a bit slow. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly now. Yeah, so don't worry about the connection technology.
Okay.
Where are you
Yes.
now? Are you in your home country?
I'm currently in Dubai, but I'm really from the Philippines.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's talk about food. Pinky, what's your favorite food?
Of course, I grew up from the Philippines, so my favorite food would be Filipino food. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with some Filipino food, but I like chicken adobo, which is chicken with cooked in vinegar and soy sauce, and it's I think the most popular Filipino food around the world.
Okay, have you always liked the same food?
Uh, I think no, because I'm already living here in Dubai, and even when I was still in the Philippines, I've always tried different foods. Like we tried fast food, like American fast food, and other kind of cuisines as well.
Okay. Is there any food that you dislike?
I don't think so. I would at least I would like to try different kind of food. So I would like to try different cuisines. Like here, like now I'm living here in Dubai. I would try some Arabic food and Indian foods as well.
Okay. And I think you told me before, so can you tell me a common meal from your home country?
Yeah, like what I've said earlier. One common meal is the chicken adobo. So it's cooked with um, soy sauce and vinegar with some onions and garlic, and it's a really nice food and it's really tasty.
Okay, and what do you think of fast food?
Fast food for me is it's very it's not so good for like adults like us, especially for those people who have some medical condition, like they have some hypertension and uh, diabetes. So I think it's really better if we still choose home cooked foods.
Okay, Pinky, sorry, I'll interrupt you. But thank you very much for
Okay.
your presentation. Yeah, don't worry. During the exam, if the examiner interrupts you, it's not because he's bored or he doesn't want to hear it. It's just because of the time. Okay. So,
Yeah.
Pinky, what I thought you did really well. You gave me a lot of great vocabulary in your your conversation there. It was all very relevant to the topic, and you used a great variety of grammar tenses when speaking. What I noticed though in your speaking, and this is actually a problem native speakers have, you like to use the word like a lot in speaking. Okay, this is great. Okay, try not to use it as much. Okay, because it can be quite repetitive when saying it. But again, native speakers do this too, so it's not a criticism; it's just an observation. Okay. Similar to Peter, who I spoke to at the start of the class, your answers were very great, but during part one, there's very limited time. So try to keep your answers as concise, but as informative as possible. Okay, because the examiner doesn't have a lot of time. Okay, so space out your answers because there's a couple of questions in part one. I only noted one grammar mistake there. You say, "Oh, when I grow up in the Philippines,
Yeah.
what's the grew up?
Uh,
Yeah, the grew the past. Okay,
yeah.
but generally, though, really impressive, Pinky. Do you have any questions?
No. Thank you, Fraser.
Okay. Thank you, Pinky, for participating. Now, but I just wanted to some of you who haven't been here before. We're starting an IELTS Swoosh English, partnered with Connetics USA. So if you want to become an RN in America, and the only thing stopping you is passing your IELTS score, then join Swoosh English and Connecticut's IELTS scholarship today. I want you to learn all the things you need to know about IELTS in a quality program with ex-IELTS examiner instructors for free. So you can sign up via the link in the. So we're going to do part two, which I know most of you fell victim to participate in this part with me. The topic of this card is famous people in your countries. Let me choose. Jesnine. Okay, I'm going to add you to the stream now. Jesnine, are you there?
Hi, Fraser. But I can't see the cue card. I don't know why. Hello?
You can't see the cue card. Okay. Let me know if you can see it now.
I still cannot see the cue card, Sir Fraser. I tried to refresh
No
my...
worries. What about now?
I can see it now. Yes, I can see it clearly.
Okay, boy. I have a really good computer, but for some reason, maybe my computer doesn't like the live stream. It's kind of freezing a little bit, but it seems to be okay now. Okay, so I'll give you 1 minute to look over the cards, And I want everybody else in the live stream to do the same, because I'll do this with 2 or 3 of you, depending on the time. Okay?
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, Jasmine, during the exam, you may have 30 seconds longer, but just for the respectfulness of time, let's begin, okay? So,
Okay.
could you please describe a well-known person you like or admire?
Okay. So I would like to talk about the person that I admire. Her name is Chinkai. She really plays a very special. She has a special place in my heart because she really helped me through during my quarantine days. Because last week I faced a very stressful week. To see because my father and my sister got positive in COVID-19. Then they were separated from us and they were isolated in one of the institution here in our country, in our city rather. Then she offered an help to buy some groceries and to buy some medicines since me, my brother, and my mother are also isolated in our home, so we cannot go outside and buy some stuff for my father and my sister. So um, she is a very trusted individual, and she happens also to be my colleague in my workplace. Um, she is. We just know not that long enough, but I wasn't expecting that she will offer that help, and I am very grateful that she helped me through my hard times. And
Okay,
I learned.
I'm just going to stop you there, but, but thank you
Okay.
very much for everything you said. Um,
Okay.
Generally, I really thought your monologue there was excellent. What I wrote that you did really well. You used some really great idiomatic phrases. I just noted one down that this person has a special place in your heart. You also related the topic back to your personal experience, so everything there was excellent. There was one sentence you mentioned, and grammatically it's correct. I just want to give you an alternative way to say it. You said that this
Okay.
person, she is a very trusted individual. We have
Oh,
another
okay.
compound adjective you could use there. She is a very individual. Trust.
What? I'm sorry, I wasn't able to hear it. To hear it.
That's okay. So you told me that this person, she is a very trusted individual. We have
Yes.
another compound adjective you could use there. I'll write it into the chat.
Okay.
Trustworthy. Okay.
Okay. Trustworthy. Okay.
Mhm. But based on the IELTS criteria, I thought you met all 4 extremely well. I was very impressed with your answer. I can relate to your struggles with COVID-19. I'm I'm only 1 week out of hotel quarantine after traveling back to the UK, so I've had lots of problems with COVID too. But thank you for participating, Jasmine.
Okay. Thank you for the very constructive criticism. I've learned a lot today. Thank you, Fraser.
Okay, bye bye, Jasmine. Jasmine there said constructive criticism. Part 2 with me. Pang, let me choose you.
Hi. Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Him. Pang.
Yes.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm at work right now.
I thought so. I didn't think it was your casual clothes. Are you are you a doctor or nurse?
I'm a nurse.
You're a nurse. Great. Okay, okay, good. Okay, Pang, where are you from?
I'm from the Philippines.
Okay, the Philippines. Great. Okay. Okay, can you begin, please?
Okay. There's a person, a well-known person that I admire the most. Her name is Leia Salonga. She is a singer, international singer, and she was also a member of Miss Saigon and Les Miserables. And she was well-known because at a young age, a very young age of 16 years old, she was she sang two Walt Disney princesses like Mulan and Jasmine in Aladdin. And what I like the most about Leia Salonga is she has a strong personality because even though she's an Asian, she stand out. She experienced bullying, but she continued her dreams and and that. She's a very successful
Okay.
woman and I admire her as a female.
Okay. Thank you, Pang. How do you think that was?
I think I lack of words. I don't think if I make it for 2 minutes.
Well, don't worry. It's only for 1 to 2 minutes, and because of time, it's not too bad because I want to get through some more people. But what I thought you did really well. You gave some really relevant information about the topic. Okay, I learned a lot about this person that you admire. You did show good grammatical range, and your pronunciation was excellent, which is 2 out of 4 marking criteria for IELTS. My only thing I noted there was this phrase, which you'd have to change the tense with. Okay, so let me tell you the phrase, and I want you to rephrase it. Okay,
Okay.
she stands out to me and experienced bullying.
Again, sir?
Right? Okay, she stand out to me and experience bullying.
Oh. I think I should say that she experienced bullying, but she stand out and stand or she stand firm from the negative people.
Mm-hmm. I'll write it
So
into the
she can
chat so you can see it.
I'm sorry, but I can the chat it's not visible to my screen.
Okay. I would say she has experienced bullying, but stands out because of this. So she has experienced bullying and stands out because of it. Okay, it's just a more eloquent way to put it. Thank you, Pang, for participating. I'm sorry I can't have more time with you, but good luck for when your exam comes around. Okay?
Thank you so much. It's a great
Okay, goodbye, Pang.
experience.
I apologize, Pang, for cutting you off, but thank you for the experience. No problem. Okay, we're going to do the last part, which is part 3. Very quickly, I just want to the discussion in part 3 isn't for you, but he has. If the questions are quite difficult, don't panic. you can always ask the examiner, I'm sorry, could you clarify that? Could you say that again? What do you mean by this? Okay. So, the last part we talked about famous people that we admire. So this time I want to know about in your country. So, Li, let me talk to you. Li, let me know once you have arrived. Li. Li. Okay, I'll wait 10 more seconds, Li, then I'm going to give or take a couple a little bit. So I'll give you another moment. Okay. Li isn't. Let me speak to Peter again. Let me add you to the stream.
Hello. 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 Hello, Fraser.
How are you doing again?
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm good.
How's everything?
Yeah.
Good.
Still good.
Okay, so let's. So, what kind of people become famous in your country?
Well, as far as I am concerned, those individuals that excelled in a particular sport are the ones who are considered popular in my home country. So there is a famous boxing celebrity, and his name is Manny Pacquiao. So he became famous in the Philippines, in my home country, because he won lots of boxing matches, and he became a good role model, especially to the younger generations in my home country. That is why I think those people who had excelled in a particular sport are the ones who are being idolized by the younger generations in my home country.
So, is there anybody that you particularly idolize?
Come again, sorry. What?
Is there anyone that you particularly idolize?
Well, for me, I do idolize those individuals that had excelled in a particular sport. Like, for example, I do love playing basketball, and those players of that particular game a who had shown a good talent in playing that sport. I usually looked up into them ever since I was a child. I um, I usually watch how they played the game, and also imitated how they took care of their bodies, and also incorporate those playing styles that they've done in that particular sport. And for me, being an avid fan of that particular game, I became competitive in life, and they had a good influence in me um, up
Okay,
to this
sorry
time.
to interrupt you, Peter.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. I thought that you did excellently there. What I thought you scored really high on in the criteria is your lexical resources. You use a lot of great idiomatic phrases. I just noted two of them down. You said that you're an avid fan of something. That's really, really great language.
Oh, yeah.
And you also use a couple of phrasal verbs in your speech, which is something a lot of non-native speakers don't like to use, that you look up to somebody. So that was great. Thank you very much, Peter, for your participation. I'm just going to do
Thank you so
somebody else
much.
now, but you're welcome. Let me just choose Alice again, if you're there. Pangad, no problem. You did really, really well. You will do great on the exam. I have faith in you. Alice, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Great, great. Okay, so what kind of people become famous in your country?
Well, I think politicians, comedians, and also those people who do well in sports. For example, football and even boxing.
Okay, okay. So what's different about people who become famous in the past compared to now?
Well, I would say that due to the connectivity or the digitalization of the whole world, most people, whenever they get, or rather when they become famous, the whole world gets to know because it is communicated internationally through the social media and even through other ways like the YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and all those sites. And that means that the information is able to spread far and wide, unlike in the olden days.
Okay, okay. And what do you think of this interconnectivity with technology? Are you for or against it?
I think it's a good thing because it has helped us to be able to get to do quite a lot. For example, if it were not for the internet or for the technology, we wouldn't be having a session like we are right now. It would be just a dream. And I believe that even in the future, most people will be able to get a lot of information, especially through education, depending with wherever anyone is. You can get to learn even when you are in Africa and you have a teacher who is all the way, like, for example, you're in the UK and can be able to have a session with you.
Okay, great. Thank you for your response. It was really interesting to hear your ideas on technology and how it connects us. What I thought you did really well, Alice, you had really good intonation and flow. The speed of your language is just correct, and I thought that you had very, very clear pronunciation in all of your words. You used some great phrases also. You said the information now is spreading out. These are really, really good phrasal verbs you're using. Also, what I wrote, you paused before you spoke, and I just want to tell everybody that is something that is necessary in the IELTS. Having a pause before you answer a question is completely normal, and it's good to think about your response before you say it. I thought you did really well there, Alice, and thank you for your participation.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm sorry, everybody, for running out of time today. I wanted to thank you all for coming, and I will see you all hopefully next week during the next live stream. So have a good weekend, and I will speak to you soon. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.